to say is, whenever you came in as a client, one of the first things we did was to profile you. We use a number of different profiling tools, the wealth dynamics profile, which is how you are naturally in your flow of generating wealth. We use the strength finders, which I absolutely love, which is a tool that it explains what is your natural wiring, what were you naturally born with as a talent that you can then develop into a strength. And we know that through the research of Gallup's over 50 years that your strengths is the zone where you will be able to express genius, as opposed to a non-strength, which is the area that no matter how much time, attention, energy, and money you throw at it, will only ever improve about 10 to 15%. So this is a great tool. We use the DISC to say what is your behavioral style in the workplace, and we use workplace motivators, of which there are 7, to see what motivates us and then what motivates our team members. We recently came across Sally Hogshead at the Business Excellence Forum. I've actually seen her before, several years ago in Vern Harnish's Growth Summit, but she was speaking to us and sharing with us this tool that we've then shared with you guys, called How to Fascinate. And the difference with this tool is that this tool is, how does the world see you? And then how can you use this information to get the attention of your potential clients and clients or the marketplace in the 6 to 9 seconds that you have to do it. Right? So it's a different kind of tool. And I want to share with you what I've been learning about it and how we can apply this to your personal brand as well as to your business. Right? So that's a picture of Sally. Your ability to fascinate is hardwired into you from birth. So it's not something you need to learn to do. Actually, what you need to do is unlearn those things that you put on top of suppressing how you naturally fascinate. So we're born, we know how to fascinate people. You take a look at a little baby and all the things they do, you're captivated by them, right? And then, as Doug said earlier, we go into the world and we go to school, and all of a sudden we're unwilling to fail, we're unwilling to look bad in front of others, and we start to suppress and try to fit in and belong. And so we become, what she says, boring. And we no longer know how to, with ease, engage in fascinating people. Right? So that's what today is about. The studies that they did, she's got a marketing background, was that people will pay 4 times as much for the same product that is packaged in a fascinating way. Isn't that interesting? 4 times. So if you look at the example of Chanel glasses, eyeglasses, you can get almost exactly that same style, but people will pay quite a bit more for Chanel than they will for a nondescript brand, even if it's the exact same pair of glasses. Why? Because Chanel has something of mystique, something of prestige in the marketplace, and people will pay more money for that, right? So when we talk about our pricing and we talk about our value, we could be delivering the same kind of thing and charge more if we're able to have our story be a fascinating story. It's all about, from this perspective, how they see you. Many times we take a lot of effort in trying to get our message clear about our products, about the benefits of our products, and so on and so forth, and we invest a lot of time in what we think we want them to hear about us and our company. But it's really all about, what do they want to hear? What do they want to do? And what do they want to buy? So how do you access that? Part of it is that not everybody is your client. You heard Doug talk a little bit about ideal clients earlier. and Michael Port's Red Velvet Rope concept from Book Yourself Solid. Excellent book, highly recommend if you're in professional services that you get that book and read it and learn it. Because when you attract people who resonate with you, who are fascinated by you, who are fascinated by your company, you get to do your best work. And when you do your best work, you're energized and you get great results. And they're energized. And then they become raving fans. And suddenly life gets a whole lot easier than it was when you were trying to figure out how to matter out there. So it's more about becoming more of you and less of what you think they want from you. So being more of you, it's almost counterintuitive to the way that we've been trained. Right? So the definition of fascinate is to bewitch, if you look it up in the dictionary. And for a while, there was fear about that. You think of the Salem witch trials and so on, like being fascinating was something that was scary because it was out of the norm. And they were very interested in controlling and having things be manageable, right? And so we got away from the natural capacity to fascinate because people wanted order and they wanted conformity. Even though fascination's been there from the beginning of time, we haven't really heard that much about it in the last, 50, 60 years because we came into the time of modern marketing and they started telling us how you have to promote yourself, how you have to reach your marketplace. But fascination is not the same as interest. It's a neurological state of intense focus that creates an irresistible feeling of engagement. Let me share that with you one more time. Fascination is not the same as interest. It's a neurological state of intense focus that creates an irresistible feeling of engagement. And that's what we're hearing lately. If you were here with Paul Dunn, it's all about engagement. It's all about connection. It's almost like falling in love. So what are the 7 triggers? Your set of tools. Power is leading through authority. Passion is creating warm emotional connections. Mystique is thinking before speaking. Prestige, achieving success through very high standards. Alert, careful precision. Innovation, new ideas and solution. And trust, building loyalty over time. What makes you distinctly valuable to others is the combination of that is your profile, which is why it was so important for you to take this assessment before you came today so you can take a look at it. Now we've got some handouts so you can keep your own actual report. Your report looks like this, but so that you can be looking at it. And if you know what yours is, go ahead and circle yours. Now, I have power and passion. So mine is ringleader. That's my first. Power is the primary, and passion is the secondary. Your twin is the opposite. So circle your twin as well. So in my case, my twin would be passion first, and then power, which is called the people's champion. So look at yours. And circle the one that's yours from your report, and then circle your twin.